Hi and welcome. I'm trying to learn Biographyology. Today, the Blessed Virgin Mary, and after we've done it, we're going to do shoulder impingement training. And if you participate in the shoulder impingement training, then is that at your own risk. And this is the second part, or the second time that we are doing the stuff here written about the Blessed Virgin Mary. And now we're trying to gather informations together and memorize them, and we try to make them a presentation, maybe just in the next part. This is quite a lot. So, we have here written, the feast day is the 15th of August. September 8th is also one, and March 25th, and February the 2nd, and July the 2nd. In a way, I think we should learn them, but there's a lot of work. So August the 15th is Assumption. Now that must be, here's something written about, that she was taken up to heaven in body and soul, the Assumption of Mary. So the Assumption of Mary must be that when August 15th. And September 8th is the Nativity to the Virgin Mary. I don't know what that even means. And the next thing is the March 25th, that is Annunciation. That must be then the angel telling. The Annunciation to Mary by the angel Gabriel, that she will be a son through the power of the Holy Spirit. So Annunciation is the March 25th. That is when, according to the Gospels, when Gabriel was telling an angel, Gabriel was telling Mary that she's bearing Jesus, and that this is through the Holy Spirit. February the 2nd, that is Purification. I don't know what that means. And July 2nd is Visitation. Let's try to learn them. I want to have Assumption and Annunciation at least, these two. Assumption and Annunciation. So August 15, Assumption. August 15, Assumption. August 15, Assumption and Annunciation, 25th March. Okay, then also September 8, Nativity of Virgin Mary. It would be easier if I would know what it means. September 8, Nativity, and then also the February 2nd, Purification. And then July 2nd again. July 2nd, Visitation. Okay, the Assumption to heaven, that is on the 15th of August. Starting August. August 15th is Assumption, and when the next thing is September, August, September. About March, isn't it? August 15th and September 8th is Nativity, and March 25th is then Annunciation. March 25th, Annunciation through Gabriel, the angel. And when we're having February 2nd, that is Purification, and July the 2nd, Visitation. Okay, let's go on. Symbols in art are wearing a blue robe and a veil, and holding the infant Jesus. Now again the picture. That picture is by Filipino Lippi from the medieval times. Okay, wearing a blue robe and a veil and holding the infant Jesus. Okay, we have it. Let's make one more time the festivity days. We're having March 25th. We're starting August, so it's not that hard. We're starting August 15th. August 15th, Assumption. And then we're having September 8th, Nativity. And then March 25th, that is Annunciation for Gabriel, and we're having July 2nd, that is Purification, and September 2nd, that is Visitation. Okay, and she's the patronage of all humanity. We're going to say it like that. Patronage of all humanity. Paintings. We're having the Virgin Mary by El Greco. And by Jan van Eyck, the Ghent altarpiece, the Virgin Mary. And by Filipino Lippi, the Virgin and Child of Angels. And by Paolo Uccello, Mary's presentation in the temple. The question is, if we memorize them and learn them, will we be able to know them later on? So is it worthwhile to know these paintings? Or is it too much just memorization? I don't know. I don't know if I could say the ones here still. Not really, but I would be still familiar with them. And also with the names. So let's try it. El Greco, the Virgin Mary. El Greco, the Virgin Mary. And then Jan van Eyck, the Ghent altarpiece. Jan van Eyck, the Ghent altarpiece. Okay, El Greco having the Virgin Mary, and Jan van Eyck, the Ghent altarpiece. Okay, let's do the feast days again. That was starting in August, so August 15th. August 15th was the Assumption, and the Assumption is the body and soul to heaven. And I don't understand what is meant with Assumption. I'm not familiar with the name. Assumption, body and heaven to soul. Body and soul to heaven. And when we're having the September the 8th, and that is Nativity? Nativity of Virgin Mary. I don't know what it means. And when we're having March 25th, that is when the Annunciation through Gabriel, through the angel Gabriel. And when we're having July 2nd, and that is purification. And then September 2nd, visitation. July 2nd, visitation. It was February the 2nd, the purification. Okay, symbols and art are the blue veil and the infant Jesus. Or blue robe and veil. She's the patronage of all humanity, and there are paintings, for example, by El Greco, the Virgin Mary, and by Jan van Eyck, the Ghent altarpiece. And when we're having the Ghent altarpiece, the Virgin Mary, so the title is that long, the Ghent altarpiece, the Virgin Mary. Now we're having Filipino Lippi. That is that one. Filipino Lippi, the Virgin and Child with Angels. Is the angels? The Virgin and Child with Angels. Filipino Lippi. And then also Paolo Uccello, Mary's presentation in the temple. Paolo Uccello. Paolo Uccello. We're getting at least familiar with his names. Maybe we're not able to list them again, but we're getting familiar with the names. Paolo Uccello. Mary's presentation in the temple. Mary's presentation in the temple. Okay. Let's go on. No. First the pictures. We're having by El Greco, the Virgin Mary, and then we're having by Jan van Eyck, the Ghent altarpiece, the Virgin Mary, and then we're having Filipino Lippi, and that is the angel with Mary with the infant and the angels, the Virgin and Child with angels, the Virgin and Child with angels, and then Paolo Uccello, Mary's presentation in the temple, Mary and Child with angels. Okay, the next one is profile. She is the mother of Jesus. And she has also other titles. That is Our Lady, Madonna, which is Our Lady in Italian, Queen of Heaven, Mother of God, Immaculate Conception, Mediatrix of all graces. So Our Lady, I want at least the title, Our Lady, Madonna, and Queen of Heaven. Our Lady, Madonna, Queen of Heaven, Mother of God. Mother of God, now it gets against so many. Mother of God. And then Immaculate Conception, is that the title? Immaculate Conception, I don't really know what it means. It has something to do with the original sin, and that she is without it. Immaculate Conception. And then Mediatrix of all graces. Okay, we don't have much time left. Let's go over them again. First the titles. So first her purpose. She's the mother of Jesus. She's also called Our Lady and Madonna and Queen of Heaven. And then also Mediatrix of all graces and Immaculate Conception. And might start to understand what these words even mean. Immaculate Conception. And then we have also Mother of God. Okay, the feast days. It started on August the 15th, I think it was. Yes. August the 15th. And this was the Assumption. And the next one listed was then another one is March 25th, and that is Annunciation. And then we're having also February the 2nd, and that is the Purification, and then July the 2nd, that is Purification. So the other one must be July the 8th, and that would be then, there's a visitation that was the 2nd July. And then the other one must be July the 8th, and that is Nativity. Okay, her symbols and art are wearing a blue robe and veil and holding the infant Jesus. And she's the patronage of all humanity. And there are paintings, El Greco, the Virgin Mary, and also Jan van Oerke, the Ghent altarpiece, the Virgin Mary, and also Filippino Lippi, the Virgin with Child and Angels. The Virgin and Child with Angels, and then also Mary's Presentation in the Temple by Paolo Uccello. Mary's Presentation in the Temple, Paolo Uccello. And then we're having also the patronage, the Release of all humanity. We're having her name, the titles. The first of Profile, Mother of Jesus, and then also Our Lady and Madonna and God, Queen of Heaven, and then Mother of God, and Immaculate Conception and Mediatrix of all graces. Now these are actually all these informations here. These are the complex one. I'm almost able to say them all. In the next part we try to learn them again, and then also the story, but it's not so much, and then we try to make a presentation later. That was a part of Biographyology. If you were here for Biographyology, you can go directly to the next part of Biographyology, where we were in the part of the Blessed Virgin Mary. Continue with our preparation for our presentation. If you stay here and participate in the median plane training, now in the shoulder impingement training, then it's with the harness. They're having a good and stable standing stance, and we're doing shoulder circuits. We're going back, up, and front, and down. I think I understand what these words mean. There we go, front. I think I get it. And now, long arms, strong fists, and go as far back as you can. High up, in front, and down. Back, up, front, and down. And again up. And back, down, front, up, back, down. Now, long arms with strong fists, bring the shoulders down and together. Turn the arms to the inside. And arms to the outside, shoulders down and together. Arms to the inside, shoulders down and together. Arms to the outside, shoulders down and together. And now the arms to the side, a bit in front, turn the arms in front, shoulders down and together. Arms back, shoulders up and front. And arms in front, shoulders down and together. And arms back, shoulders up and front. Now, lift the arms up and shoulders up and then down again. Do this only if it does not cause pain. Again, the arms up, shoulders up, and go down. One more time. Arms up, shoulders up, and all down. Now, the arms together, a bit down and to the outside. Down and together. And now the sundial. I'm using a sock, you can use something else. Have it with a t-shirt or something. Have it with a long arm to the outside. Let it fall down. And try to catch it again. And on the other side. With long arm to the outside. Let it fall down and catch it. If possible. And now we're stretching. One arm in front, the shoulders back and down. Pull the arm in, have flat fingers right through your legs, the arm. Go it back with the shoulder and then the palm up to the sky. The other arm in front, shoulders back and down. Pull the arm and have flat fingers. Try to relax the arm. Go it back with the shoulder. Turn the palm up to the sky. And that was the shoulder impingement training. I thank you very much and until next time.